So I'm 15 years old. I'm flying at Sacramento Executive Airport. That's where my flying lessons are. And I have struggled with something as a pilot in training for some time. And that was talking on the radio. I was scared of doing that. Every time I had to, you're holding the controls, you push your finger down to talk. Every time I talked on the radio, my volume would go down significantly. I would forget what I was supposed to say. It was a struggle for me. I was always scared of talking on the radio. And I wanted to solo when I turned 16, and one of the barriers in that was my lack of ability to talk on the radio well. So one day that I was having a flying lesson at Sacramento Executive Airport, my flight instructor said, we should try to see if we can meet the people in the control tower. And that way you can get to see who these people are that we're talking to. So he called in on the radio and said, hey, can we go up to the tower to meet you? And surprisingly, maybe, I don't know how frequent this happens, they said yes, and they gave us the code to get up to the tower. And so my instructor and I got out of the airplane at the tarmac in Sacramento Executive Airport, and we climbed up the tower to the tower, top of the tower at the airport. And I got to, with my instructor, meet the people in the tower. They're called air traffic controllers, and talk with them and get to know them a little bit. And then we went back down and continued to fly. I think flew to another airport. And my instructor's hope with that was that it would help me overcome my fear of talking on the radio. I'll be honest, it helped a little bit, but not as much as my instructor hoped that it would. Why do I share this with you? This month, during the month of November, we have focused specifically on Sunday morning and posts and videos during the week around prayer. We've had a series for the last 3 weeks. We'll finish it this Sunday, called Connected, Pressing into Prayer. And in this time, we have encouraged and challenged you to pray in a different way. The first Sunday we talked about prayer. We talked about what prayer is, both in our relationship with God and even personally for us as we interact with other people. What is prayer was the question that we were answering that first Sunday. The second Sunday, we were talking about hindrances to prayer. The things that hinder our effectiveness in prayer and things that hinder the frequency of our prayer. And then the third week, Pastor Les brought a great message talking about the value of corporate prayer. This Sunday, we're going to talk about what bold or dangerous prayer looks like. What it looks like to confidently come before God and put our request out before Him and have faith that He will answer. What is that? How is that connected with the flying story that I referenced earlier? In our time of coming before God and praying, we hope that you will grow in this. I know for myself, I have, but as we get to know God more, as we get to experience a relationship with Him, we then can approach Him more boldly because He's not some faraway, distant God, for example, such as myself and those people up in the tower that I would talk to on the radio, but rather they're real people, and so I can have confidence. In the same way, as we come before God confidently in prayer, we can do that because we know He truly hears us, He truly loves us, and He is truly faithful. I hope that through this time and the weeks and months to come, that you will desire to spend more and more time with God, the man up there, as some people say, even in the tower, the people up there. As we get to know, as I got to know those people, I became more confident in my communication, in my request to them. Their job is to serve me, actually, as the pilot, not the other way around. God desires to answer our prayers, to know us, to change us. We can confidently come before Him when we know Him well. This Sunday, I hope that you will listen to that message. If you're watching this after the message has been preached, I'll put a link here in this video so you can watch what the message was about, called Dangerous Prayers. I hope that you have been challenged by this series called Connected, Pressing into Prayer. I'll see you all soon. Be praying for you and praying that God continues to transform your prayer life as you press into the powerful opportunity of coming before the throne of God and letting Him change your heart.